The next question. Member for Peterborough-Kawartha.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Natural Resources and Forestry. Many rural and remote communities across Ontario have experienced difficulties and challenges as a result of extreme weather events. These include fast and powerful storms known as derechos, such as what we witnessed in May of last year, as well as the tornado activity in July. These events pose a significant threat to life and safety in several communities, including my own. Individuals and families experienced firsthand the mess that was left behind from downed trees as well as other debris. We also know that downed trees can create other hazards, including the risk for fires and flooding. Speaker, can the minister please explain how our government is supporting communities across Ontario in responding to incidents of severe weather and the potential risks they create?
Minister of Natural Resources and Forestry.
Thank you, Speaker, and thank you to the member from Peterborough-Kawartha, a riding that is part of the God's Country network of ridings. Speaker, we have seen terrible damage to property on Crown land, private forests, forest access roads, other public roads across Ontario. And for the town of Peterborough and in eastern Ontario, the rebuilding and repair are ongoing. And sometimes that damage left behind from these natural disasters can actually pose new risks to public safety. Those downed trees and the debris on land and water can lead to an increased risk of flood and fire incidents today. So even as you work and return things to normal, last year's severe weather continues to create concerns. And I know from direct experience how small communities work hard to support one another in tough times like these. And our government is committed to doing our part in building a strong Ontario for now and in the future. So yesterday, I was pleased to announce in the GTA, the Greater Tweed area, that the ministry will be providing $5.5 million to municipalities impacted by last year's derecho. Thank you very much.
Supplementary question.
Thank you, Thank you, Speaker. I've never heard of the GTA being referred to as the Greater Tweed area before. I want to thank the Minister for his response. Ontario communities that have been hit hard by flooding in the past are paying attention to major waterways in anticipation of ice breakup, which is expected to begin in early May. Flooding in Ontario is typically caused by a combination of factors that has included rapidly melting snow, ice jams, high lake levels, and storm surges from heavy rain. However, last year's significant weather-related events left debris that can also increase the risk of flooding. Speaker, can the minister please elaborate on how the funding investments made by our government will reduce the risks that come with severe weather events?
Good question.
Minister of Natural Resources and Forestry.
Again, thank you very much, Speaker, and thank you to the member again for the question. During my time as mayor in Bracebridge in 2013 and 2019, we saw the results of natural disasters when flooding led to a state of emergency. So I'm speaking to you today with a keen awareness of the importance of community both here and across Ontario. Currently, the province's Surface Water Monitoring Centre continues to monitor water levels in other areas at risk throughout the province. And the funding announced yesterday, $5.5 million, ensures that the destruction caused by last year's severe weather events do not pose a threat to public safety. That means that rivers that were once blocked by collapsed trees will now flow unobstructed, and drying brush piles will be chipped and stored safely. It will also help carry out forest regeneration and support the continued health and well-being of those forests.
Response?
Speaker, I'm confident that this funding will help towns affected by the weather events of last year to make meaningful progress towards recovery.